Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
All right, here with Hampton head basketball coach Eric Brown. His Crabbers won it 66-63 over the Tuscarora Huskies to win the Class 4 state championship. I know, Coach, a dozen years ago you were taking the reins from Walter Brower and leading the team with Anthony Cat Barber, Jordan Baker, Sammy Rule, and that crew. But this one has to feel, I don't know if you want to say more special, extra special, but really near and dear to you because you had 8 seniors, and I'm not sure people outside of your community, your building, thought you all would pull this off.
No, they didn't. Yeah, I see it. They didn't, especially when we lost some players in the summer. I thought people thought we were going to fall back to the pack a little bit. The kids didn't blink. We stayed exactly what we were working on. Even when we had those players, we stayed firm for what we were working on. And we took one game at a time, and we just continued to compete. And we continued to stay together. And that togetherness is what got us right where we are today.
You closed out the season with 16 consecutive victories. You beat a lot of quality teams along the way. Patriot, Oscar Smith, Kempsville, teams went to the state playoffs. You win this game today against Tuscarora. You beat the defending 2-time state champion Verona. Was there a moment that you thought was a turning point in your season that accelerated you on this championship journey?
Really, with those tough wins, but I felt like that win at Kings Fort, they really believed after that win at Kings Fort. That was that's a special place to win a basketball game. And I thought when we won that game, and I talked to you then, I just thought that they felt something in themselves that, yeah, we really can play with anybody anywhere. And as long as our defense, I told them, I said, if your defense travel, you can go play against anyone. And that's the key.
I know you also talked about your point guard, Jerome Hall, the steadfast competitor he is for you at the PG spot and what he's done for you today. He's the one of those 8 seniors that orchestrates the whole thing for you, isn't he?
Yeah, without a doubt. The foul trouble threw him off. And all these guys, when they get in foul trouble, then they think they got to get in the game and impact the game. And all you got to do is get back in the game and be firm and play the game for what they're giving you. So I thought he rushed a couple things, but just like last week, when he goes to that foul line in the end, he's ice cold, and I know he's going to knock him down for us, and he's done it all year.
Were you glad you had the week about a week break from the win over Verona to play Tuscarora today? Because you knew, having done your film and prep work, how good they were shooting the basketball and what they could do. But maybe the kids said, all right, we're here, and that was the state championship game. Did it take a few days to get them to lock into what was at stake today?
Yeah, I absolutely am not happy with the week.
Okay.
I like it like it used to be when we played, and then we went straight to playing again. I like it like that. I thought that the week off, it took like 2 days to wind them, to get them wind. We didn't get to Wednesday, I think, where they actually really started locking in. You feel me? So, I kind of like it was back then when you play, and then a day and a half, 2 days later, we back playing again. But because it gives them time to scout us too.
Sure.
It gives them time to work on how they're going to play us as well. So,
2 more for you, let you run. Obviously, we were having a hard time on our NFHS broadcast of choosing a player of the game. We gave to co-guys, Abraham Taft, 15.7 rebounds, Gavin Kay, 14.6 rebounds, both with their length affected the game all contest long. But 2 parts of this, I want you to tell me what they bring to the table for you today all season, and B, the others, because your bench, you don't win this championship, you don't have the success you do without guys like Karan Clark, Isaac Bosher, and the guy you shouted out in the press conference, Cameron Juniorette, right?
Yeah. I thought, like I said, Cam's minutes were huge because if he doesn't come in and steady us with those 2 guys off the floor, we got a problem. Okay, so the fact that he steadied us and he had a couple of assists in them moments, I thought that was big. That was big. And as far as Gavin and Abe, they're sophomores. They've grown up a lot in a year, a lot. And then next year they're going to have to really take the reins. But defensively all year, all year long, they put that ball back. And you come in there, they're going to make plays and they're going to attack that ball off the glass. And I just think all year long they've steadied us in that paint. They've really steadied us. But our group, it's because of their closeness off the floor. That's why the bench players can come in and play as well as they play. They're so close off the floor. They always clowning to the point I got to reel them in. You know what I'm saying? Where when they come in, they're so comfortable with each other and they believe in each other. And guys make plays. Troy Ford make a play. Isaac makes a play. Karan comes in and makes plays. And I always tell them, you need every single one of those points to win this game. You know what I'm saying? And it just speaks to our togetherness because we don't have that guy that everybody points at like we've had in the past. You know,
the cat barber on the curve.
Yeah, right. We don't. They're not those guys, but they champions now.
Lastly, you're a Hampton guy, so you know you've lived it, breathed it. Hampton has so many championships. Mike Smith was in the building today for football. Shauna Bailey's won championships for girls basketball. Before you, Walter Brower did it. What's this championship mean specifically to the community, the school, the kids, your coaches, and yourself?
I think that the school's excited all week. You know, it's always special when Hampton High, when the Hampton High Nation, you know, Crabber Nation brings a state championship of any kind back. You always get a ton of support, like you've seen in the building today. A lot of alumni, a lot of kids I used to coach. I mean, way back to you know, Muffin Perry was here. You know, Jordan Baker. Hakeem, and there was just so many guys we used to coach in the 90s were in the building today, you know, all the way up to, you know, guys I just had last year, 2 years ago. So it's always a special thing when you can bring a championship back to Hampton High School. For me, myself, it's I ain't gonna lie, it's very satisfying. You know, it's very satisfying to do it when I had to do it. And I had to build it. You feel me? Because everybody don't give you credit for everything that you do all the time, and everybody don't see the work you put in. You know, and I ain't blowing playing no violin for myself. I'm just gonna keep working. You know, and I'm proud of the guys. You know, this one of the, you know, I don't think out of all those other championship teams, none of them went with only 2 losses. You know what I'm saying? Out of all those talented teams, none of them had only 2 losses. You know, so for them to finish the job. You know, I told them, I said, become legendary. That's what I told them before the game. And they can't never take it away from them.
They're legends now. They'll live forever. Can't crush a crowd. Hampton High State champs again. Thank you so much. Congrats.
Appreciate it, man.